Hello, my name is Grant Braxton, and I will be reviewing my professional portfolio that I have assembled on my website. I am a senior at the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, pursuing a Bachelor's of Science in Communication Studies. I will be graduating in July 2023. In my life, I have strived to gain experience wherever I can, whether it be on the racetrack, traveling the world, or taking care of my son Baylor. I'm attempting to be the best version of myself. My work history and my education have molded me into a quick thinker and a motivated leader. A quick quote that I like to use is wisdom comes from experience. Experience is often a result of lack of wisdom. I do have a few artifacts that I've completed from my previous years in the communication studies department that I will be going over today. I do have research papers, speeches, and artwork listed here on my website. The first research paper that I'm going to go over is Cognitive Dissonance Theory, A Healthy Taste for Bad Food. This was a paper that I wrote in COM400. It's a communication theory class, and this research paper concentrated on dissonance. So whenever people will say one thing, but they will do another, that is dissonance. It concentrated on the use of, well, my personal experience was that I would see people saying, I know that this food is bad for me, but I'm going to eat it anyway. My personal experience with my family, my dad was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia, and we had first tried to find out what the cause was of the disease, and a lot of fingers were pointing towards bad food. Uh, it actually is a direct contributor towards Lewy body dementia, all sorts of dementias, and Alzheimer. So I had noticed that people also knew this and researched into why people say, I know that this food is bad for me, but I'm still going to eat it, leading to such a high number of people with uh, dementia in our time. So professional skills gained would be looking at qualitative and quantitative data and obtaining reliable sources to uh, determine and support a conclusion. Um, I was trying to do this as ethical as possible. My dad had dementia at the time, so I had my mother in there trying to help out and facilitate the process of interviewing him and making sure that everything was done as proper as possible. I believe that this will directly contribute to the career that I want to pursue after my education at UNCW. I would like to become a proposal analyst in the pharmaceutical field. So, understanding ethics, understanding proper reliable sources and obtaining them to achieve a goal and writing proposals would definitely be something gained from these classes that I have done. The next paper that I had written was a group project, and it was Cosmopolitan Ice Cream, the Scoop on Communicating. It was a COM105 Introduction to Communication Studies group work project. And almost every single semester in communication studies, there are at least 1 to 2 group semester long projects going on. Well, this was the first one that I had ever done, and I had assumed leadership of the group. I had taken on the process of creating interview questions, writing detailed notes, defining the terms for the group, and doing a lot of the bulk work on writing and editing my fellow group members' work. Um, I wanted to be a supportive leader, and I would support them through editing their work, making sure the efficiency of the group was being on time, meeting our deadlines, and just making sure that we were supporting a conclusion as to what a cosmopolitan communicator was, um, and how we ourselves could be one. So this would also directly translate into a proposal analyst position or specialist position, because you have to be a good communicator. You have to be able to communicate with finance. You have to be doing with budgeting. You have to communicate with the drug side of it, and also with your client. You have to be able to understand what's the goal here and how are we going to meet it as a group. And I believe that I have learned a lot from these classes that will translate directly into that. Also on my website, I have my professional references listed. and I also have my contact information. I would like to thank you for your time and your interest in my professional portfolio. Thank you.